I think bro's dead. He had way more motion like the ocean than even I imagined. Who do you know that goes to Algeria and gets a fake passport that puts their residence in Saudi Arabia? Let me just start off with the most disturbing image I've been able to find. What the fuck is that? Chicken, human, chicken. How old is this human? I don't know. Then there's this video of him chasing girls around the kitchen, which, I mean, sounds like young girls in the video, but weird, like Peter Pan-ish, villainous type shit. I don't know who the fuck this is, but he doesn't look American and they look young. One of the most important things I found in the files is since the first term, it has been said by an FBI informant, Trump is compromised by Israel. Kushner is the brains behind the operation, which would make sense to why he's in a position of power now, going to meet with Putin and on the board of peace while not holding any position in Congress. Because he compromised this motherfucker through Epstein and now he's fucking his daughter as well. Honestly, Kushner, you moving, grooving, vibing, sliding on some different shit, son. He was controlling more than just the U.S. He was controlling people around the fucking world. I mean, look at this specific one right here. The Indian Prime Minister Modi took my advice and danced and sang in Israel for the benefit of the U.S. president. Like, what? If the people would allow your country to recognize Israel, it could be an interesting thing to discuss. Maybe we consider $1 billion fund, and then look what he has. But make sure it's with cash, smiley face. Like Epstein had his hand in fucking everything. Who else do you know knows the founders of Bitcoin? That's literally one of the biggest mysteries in the world. And this man's like, yeah, I talked to a couple of the founders. I'm going to go meet with them. Like, wait.
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond.
No, a Mossad asset that was controlling the world through blackmail. I don't even think he fucking dead.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning last night. Don't ask me why, but woke up at like 2 o'clock and it felt like the damn social media was just laden with Jeffrey Epstein posts. Like, I'm talking about like 99. I had to go to sleep because 99% of them was just talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, Jeffrey Epstein. And I got another episode I got to do where I covered him, and I collected a whole bunch of info on that. And I wasn't too prone to do it, but it seems like shit has gotten outrageous and out of hand. Trump's been implicated more than 38 times, or 38,000 times, more than Jesus Christ is in the Bible. Meaning that we got a PDF file president. I'm still waiting to see how this all plays out. Me personally, what I think is going to happen, I think he's not going to get arrested while he's president. I think they're going to promptly arrest him after he becomes president. That's my sentiment. That's what I think is going to happen, as they should. Like I said and stated in multiple episodes, I'm nonpartisan. I'm not left or right. I'm actually neutral, and I voted independent. So all you jackasses that voted for Trump, this is what you get. All the people that was going to vote for Kamala, I mean, sorry for you. But in any event, I'm just going to give it a rundown of what I collected, which is a lot of shit, which is why it's been a few days. I think it's been about 4-5 days since I've uploaded a post or uploaded a video, because yeah, it was just, it's incredible. Like, they got 3 million files that they just released. I only got about 12, and it seems like it's a hard pill to swallow. It's all types of shit in here, from Robert Leach choking and allegedly strangling a girl on, I think, either Jeffrey Mar-a-Lago or Jeffrey Epstein's island. I don't know. If all those people that's under the age of 30 that don't know who Robert Leach is, he was in a Biggie Smalls song. He was mentioned from Up Close to Personal with Robin Leach. I think that's Robin Leach or Robert Leach, one of the two. That's the guy that was the host of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I used to watch that shit growing up. I even made a parody mention in one of my books about the lifestyle and rich and famous. If you haven't checked my book out, I don't think I actually have advertised it. It's on Amazon. I'll probably put the link down in the description. But I made a mention of lifestyle and rich and famous as it pertains to like a parody in one of my books that I wrote called Gold Babies, if you feel inclined to read. I don't know if people still read. I've been meaning to actually transfer that to audio files, but that's neither here or there. First file I came across is Federal Bureau of Investigations. They got the case number, Jeffrey Epstein trafficking, drafted by Redacted. All this shit says called FBI National Threat Operations Center to report Donald Trump knew and funded underage ex-parties at Donald Trump's golf club course. The person says, I was recently interviewed by an FBI agent. However, he felt triggered as a victim and did not report all the information. Had recordings of Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell discussing marketing strategies for high-profile ex-parties at the Donald Trump golf course. However, Redacted mailed the recordings to a lawyer in the Cayman Islands. Redacted was part of the Sinaloa cartel, working closely with Jeffrey Epstein. I can't see because somebody marked it. He was able to walk away from the cartel due to his status with Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. In the recordings, Trump stated that he was aware of underage ex-parties and charged the house money of the golf course to fund the ex-parties. Redacted witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl during the ex-parties, and he claimed she is buried behind the 19th hole at the Donald Trump golf course. Redacted is aware of these 3 separate occasions of which girls were, I don't know, trafficked. I don't know what the next page was. And like I mentioned earlier, Robin Leach, he's mentioned, so I don't know if he's still alive, but if that's true, all they got to do is actually dig up the 19th, behind the 19th hole. I don't know if they're going to. Like I said, if Donald Trump is actually arrested, it'll be because of all this information. Oh yeah, and right here, Robin Leach, he died in 2018, so say la vie on that. And then we got right here, it says murdered and buried there. He was told if he spoke about the incident he witnessed, it would end up in the hole himself as well. Redacted gave Maxwell Ghislaine the idea to put a camera on the golf course to review the cartel members and understand how to market the 12 to 14-year-old victims to the cartel. So this rabbit hole goes deep. They not only doing scumbag shit to people here in America, they got cartel patronage, which is ironic because Trump's talking about going to war with the cartel. He even emphasizes that the Mexican president should go to war with the cartel. So I don't know why they would put out this kind of conflicting information. It seems like Donald Trump is being blackmailed. By who? I don't know. But if you ever read The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli, one of the key rules to power is actually having systems that give you leverage. So whoever's doing this is higher up than the president or even his administration. That probably would have been Jeffrey Epstein. He mentions also in the book that the people back in the days that had power weren't necessarily the kings, but the merchant class and the businessmen, because the more money they collected, the more they could control the king or the prince. Depending on how much gold or wealth that the king had, he was easily persuaded by people and those that had power and wealth far beyond his. So yeah, I'm not surprised. And then one has to ask, Donald Trump's worth $10 billion allegedly, according to his tax returns. How the fuck did he get that much money? I mean, I know his dad was a millionaire. He hit him off with a mill, gave him money, and he started Trump Towers. But $10 billion? I don't know. Over the course of 50 years, I don't know if that, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump is that proficient in collecting money, putting systems in play, or even good at generating money. They say he's a bad businessman, but he might be good at investing stocks. So then there's that. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. I know it was an extensive one. I hope you sat through the whole 24 minutes. In my description box, it'll be a link to my online merch store if you'd like to buy something to keep the machine going. And also, I think I said I'll put the link to my book so that you can actually check that out. And I'm out.
No.